So you've been looking at getting into flying drones, or maybe you've been flying drones for a little while and you want to upgrade to something a little bit more capable. Well, I'm going to tell you why the DJI Mini 4 Pro, is the perfect drone for you as a beginner or as a budding filmmaker. I want to help to clear things up to make sure that you make the right decision when buying a new drone. But wait, how can this be the perfect drone for a beginner and also for a more pro level user? That's what I'm going to tell you in today's video. So my name is Justin. I've been flying drones for a little while now, and I've had the Mini 4 Pro for coming up to 2 months, and it is fantastic, and that is the exact reason why I want to recommend it for beginners and for budding filmmakers. Now, the first reason is the fact it has 360-degree obstacle avoidance. Now, what this means, it gives beginners an extra level of security when flying a drone, and it's going to help to avoid those sort of silly little crashes that might have otherwise happened. Now, you still need to make sure that you are 100% sure where your drone is, where it's heading, what the obstacles are around it. You need to be super vigilant because obstacle avoidance is not 100%. I've seen a lot of Mini 4 Pros crash because of people just trusting the obstacle avoidance no end. It will not see things like really small branches and wires. You still need to be vigilant. But that is something else that's going to help the more pro level user because it has the 360-degree obstacle avoidance. It has way more autonomous tracking methods. So you can set the drone up and get it to perform way more complex maneuvers, really nice cinematic footage, and you don't need an extra pair of hands. You can do this all with solo filmmaking, which for a more pro level filmmaker comes in really, really handy, especially in this little form factor that you can literally just fold up and stick it in your pocket. It's amazing. Another reason why I'm recommending this drone for this audience is because you can grow a very long way with this drone. You can start off as a beginner using just sort of automatic camera settings, using the obstacle avoidance to help you out, and you can go all the way up to a much more pro level. You can shoot in D-Log-M color profile, which is going to allow you to do so much more when it comes to color grading in post-production. You've also got some more professional features like cruise control, waypoints, active tracking. You can also use ND filters with the full, really nice manual camera control settings. And of course, we've also got that really nice true vertical video. So if you're doing professional work for Instagram and things, that's going to come in so much more handy than having to crop the image afterwards in post. You can just shoot in raw vertical, miles better. So the next reason why I'm going to be recommending this is the fact it's so easy to fly. Literally anyone can pick this up and just fly it around. So as a beginner, that's really handy. It's not daunting at all. It's really confidence inspiring. If you're worried about flying it, just go to a nice wide open space, send it up there and just practice flying it around. Trust me, it's so forgiving. The drone literally does all of the hard work for you. All you have to do is point it in the direction you want to capture your footage. And of course, we've now got advanced return to home on this, which means the drone is monitoring way more parameters and it tells you exactly when it thinks it needs to be making its way back. And as a beginner, I highly suggest that you listen to it when it tells you that. Otherwise, you could get into a situation where your drone just wants to automatically land kilometers or miles away, which is not an ideal situation. So this thing is really, really user-friendly when it comes to just flying it. The Mini 4 Pro is also in the sub 250 gram drone category, which means you don't have to register it in a lot of places. You have much less flying restrictions when it comes to using this drone. Although there is a bit of a crackdown going on in Europe at the moment where the Mini 4 Pros are all being restricted to 120 meters in height from the takeoff point. If you buy your drone before 2024, you can actually sort of overcome this. There's a bit of process you have to do, but you can overcome it. If you buy a Mini 4 Pro after January 1st, 2024, that's it, you're stuck if you're in Europe. Everywhere else in the world, you can actually raise the limit to 500 so you can go up hills and things. But in Europe, that's something you got to consider. So yeah, but the Mini 4 Pro is sub 250, you don't have to register it. Really nice. You also get the sort of carry bag that you get with most DJI drones these days. Really easy to live with. The Mini 4 Pro can also do a hell of a lot of sort of automated shooting modes, which as a beginner, is going to make things a lot easier. You don't have to worry about having to control the drone too much. You just put it somewhere where you want it, select what kind of maneuver you want the drone to carry out, hit go, and it will just do it all for you. It's really easy, but as a pro level user with the Mini 4 Pro, if you pair it with the RC2, you're going to get really, really nice control over the drone, really good precision, and it's going to allow you to pull off exactly the kinds of maneuvers you want. And if you want some help with that to get the best rates for cinematic video, I do have a whole video that's going to give you the best rates for your Mini 4 Pro. I'll link it at the end of this one, so you can go and check that one out. So on the same sort of lines as automated flying, the Mini 4 Pro also has Active Track 360, which for beginners and pros is absolutely phenomenal. The things you can do with Active Track and this drone is astonishing. No longer do you have to really try and focus to try hard to follow a car, a person, whatever it is. You just select the item on the screen and Active Track will do all of the hard work for you. Honestly, it's incredibly capable. You spend some time getting to know it, getting to use it, especially if you're wanting to push your sort of drone footage to the next level. Take some time to fine tune the settings. As a pro level user, you can do a lot with Active Track 360. And as a beginner, it's just gonna make life a hell of a lot easier. Well, it makes life easier as a pro as well. Active Track 360 is a very, very welcome gift on the Mini 4 Pro. So the next reason why I'm actually recommending this drone here is because of this, the RC2 controller. And what this brings with it is DJI's OcuSync 4 connection technology. And basically this is the best radio technology we have ever seen from DJI. They're claiming up to 20 kilometers range, which is insane. I've done my own range test and basically I am 100% confident that in any reasonable situation that I'm flying the Mini 4 Pro, I'm going to have no issues with range whatsoever. As long as you're having the antennas pointing directly towards the drone like this, you're going to have no issues. The penetration's great. We also have a new sort of frequency band. So if you're in an area like an urban environment where there's lots of Wi-Fi, the drone can actually hop onto another frequency band that isn't used by Wi-Fi to help give you a better signal strength. And the RC2 also is just a more pro level sort of controller. You have the built-in screen, which is really nice, really bright, and it's also very responsive. The RC2 is much more responsive than the original RC, which came with like the Mini 3 Pro. And I really, really like this remote. This is one of the main selling points for me on the Mini 4 Pro, the fact that I got the RC2 with 04, really, really nice. The Mini 4 Pro is also really well priced. It's sort of in the price range where it's not really cheap, but it's not super expensive. It's fairly accessible to a lot of people, especially those looking to get into it in a very high quality product. The Mini 4 Pro is priced really well. There's also a few different sort of options you can get. You can buy just the drone, you can buy different fly more kits. You can get it with the normal radio, or you can get it with the RC2 if you want to save a bit of money, get it with the normal radio. But it's really well priced, and the Mini 4 Pro, for this price point, you really cannot beat it. The main reason for me why I'm recommending the Mini 4 Pro to people is just because of the quality of the footage that this drone delivers. Honestly, it's absolutely incredible. And I've spoken to people in the past who are using the Mini 3 Pro and they've been using it for literally broadcast level footage. And if you can use the Mini 3 Pro for broadcast level footage, you better bet you can use the Mini 4 Pro as well, because this footage is even better than the Mini 3 Pro. And it is just incredible. Every time I take it out, every time I look at the footage, I'm just blown away. The quality, the detail, and if you use D-Log M, the fact you can push the color grade so much more in post-production, it's just really, really nice. Honestly, if you get this drone, you are not going to be disappointed with the quality of the footage that it's going to give you. It's honestly, it's just fantastic. So as a beginner, there is really no other drone you should be looking at other than the Mini 4 Pro. And as a more pro level user, if you're somebody who travels a lot or somebody who sort of values a sub 250 gram drone, the Mini 4 Pro is absolutely perfect. Or even if you're somebody who's using kind of the Air 3 or the Air line of drones, you can actually get away with using the Mini 4 Pro now. You don't need one of the Air drones. If you're pushing even further to sort of the Mavic Pro level, that's when you're going to be sort of making the jump. So for me personally, I would just have the Mini 4 Pro and I would completely skip the Air series and I would just go straight to the Mavic 3 Pro if I wanted something bigger. But yeah, the Mini 4 Pro, an astonishing little drone. If you're a beginner, you won't go wrong. If you're a more pro level user that wants a smaller drone, again, perfect. And if you've just got a Mini 4 Pro, you need to go and check out this video here where I tell you the 7 things you need to do as soon as you get it. And I spoke about my cinematic rates earlier in this video. This video right here will tell you everything you need to know about that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.